News from Manipur now. In a very significant development, the frontal organization of the Kuki-Zo tribes in Manipur, that's the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum or ITLF, has claimed that even if the centre does not agree to its demand for a separate administration for the tribal areas of Manipur following months of ethnic unrest, the tribal groups from the Kuki and Zomi community are ready to establish their own self-governed separate administration. The Kuki-Zomi MLAs of Manipur, including those from ruling BJP and the Kuki-Zomi rebel groups in ceasefire involved in peace talks, and civil society groups have demanded total separation from the Manipur government, which they claim is dominated by the Meiteis or the majority community. They even organized a massive protest rally in Churachandpur demanding the fulfillment of its core demands and also raising a demand of investigation by the CBI or NI into killings and acts of violence against 22 persons belonging to the Kuki-Zo tribes.
It's been already 6 months, yes, but nothing of our demand that is separate administration from the Manipur government was not addressed till today. So, if our voice of our rally, the voice we raise in the rally is not heard, just a couple of weeks will come, then we'll be setting up our self-government. Whether the center recognize or not, we have to go on with our self-government. So as it was in a state or union territory, we'll be setting up a government that will look after all the administration in the Kuki-Zo tribe areas.
Well, let's go across to Ratnadeep now for more. And Ratnadeep, this is, raising the ante in a sense by these, by the Kuki groups in Manipur, claiming that it's been 6 months and now saying they're going to set up their separate administration in Manipur in their areas.
That's right. It's a clear sign of, hardening of stand by the Kuki-Zomi groups, particularly the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, the ITLF, which has spearheaded the, protests and the talks as well with Center, with Ministry of Home Affairs. Remember, only last week there was another round of talks with Ministry of Home Affairs. In past, Center had kind of rejected their demand of a separation of the state. Rather, the center was looking forward to work out a package. That's what at least sources have told us. But what is important to note here is that now this is a kind of a hardening of stand, and the Kuki-Zomi groups are saying that if that core demand, which is separation from Manipur, is not addressed, then they would set up a separate administration. But to set up a separate administration would mean that they would actually go against the wishes of center. So how center would react to it, how Ministry of Home Affairs would take it forward in terms of the negotiations that are taking place. Remember, the groups which are under ceasefire operation, operations of ceasefire, suspension of operation of ceasefire agreement, they are also involved in talks. So there are a lot of issues involved. However, in the last past 2 weeks, there have been a bit of escalation of violence. There have been, killings which have taken place, cases of abduction, and also Manipur government had come on record to say that they had done, Manipur police had done, sudden checks in the designated camps of the, ceasefire rebel groups, and the cadres were not found. So there are intricate issues involved in terms of where this peace building process is going at this moment. And at this moment, perhaps, when the center and the state government is also looking towards rehabilitation of people who have been displaced for more than 6 months now, it seems that the tribal groups once again have decided to harden their stand, because they really don't want to, they've made it clear time and again that they don't want to be part of anything to do with the BJP-led Manipur government. So we'll have to see how the state government and center reacts to this.
All right. Thanks so much, Ratnadeep, for joining us with the latest there.